This is Super Animal Royale run Xbox Series X, taking a look at this free-to-play battle royale where 64 crazy wild creatures go down and prepare to battle to the death. It's got weird weapons, intense over-the-top action, and yeah, it's kind of a little bit wild. It's got crossplay and I believe cross-progression if you sign up with the particular account for this one. And it's got like a battle pass type thing, and as you play you kind of get these unlock things that allow you to create different types of basically animals. So it's like a bit of a cloning type thing or whatever. It's how you get different creature options, which is kind of cool. So yeah, you drop in like a typical battle royale. There's different areas and segments to this one in regards to where you can head. You could play in groups. You can do like, you know, squad-based action. You can do duos. You can do solo. You know, you get a wide range of different options for how you land. It looks like those guys wanted to land nowhere near us. So you're basically just kind of plummeting down with a little bit of an umbrella, I guess you could say. And you could do a rough landing if you'd like. And you're picking up a series of wild weapons. Shotguns, snipers, everything like that. And then you're attempting to battle. The game gives you like a bit of a live tutorial as you're playing, so that might be something that throws some people off gameplay wise, but yeah, it's actually quite an interesting experience that is definitely fun. So you're seeing the change of the shadows here as I'm kind of moving back and forth. That's because it sort of hides people, so you can be here and hidden, and somebody won't be able to find out, you know, where exactly you are until you reveal yourself and become available to them. It's actually quite an interesting system. So yeah, you get a range of different areas, and it actually moves fairly fast in terms of the combat. You know, at one point you're in one area, and then you're flying down the map fighting others, and it's really actually quite interesting, and again filled with some surprising, intense action as you blast away opponents. It's got like a twin stick sort of concept to it in terms of the battling, and I think it actually handles that quite well. And then there's different rarities of weapons, and you are kind of earning some other stuff too by doing certain tasks, I guess you could say, or different sort of rebel caches are a great way. Anyways, yeah, you're kind of earning this stuff, and then you can get different decorative things. So you actually just kind of play, and you do certain missions in that within the game, and then you can have better clothing or different types of clothing. I wouldn't call it like better clothing, because there's not like there's a specific rarity to it, one might say, but you know, it definitely changes your style. I think I've got like a pretty cool fox thing going on here, which I kind of like. Where did you hide? See, this is what I talk about with the whole hiding technique thing, is you can really move around the environment and be, you know, quite hidden from your enemies, which is definitely unique, and you actually got to really look around, otherwise you could completely not see an enemy, because you would think with the over-the-top like angle you'd be able to see everything and know what's going on here, but that's obviously, you know, not the case, which I think is kind of interesting. It's definitely got some weird dynamics to it, and it's honestly just really surprisingly in depth and strategic. Like, I saw this game get like announced, or you know, kind of be teased, and then the reveal of it, I'm just like, this is actually quite a fascinating and sort of hilariously combative experience. I have been having some fun working through some of this, and you know, battling against opponents and that. I think it's definitely got some angles to it that make it a little bit, you know, unique and fun, and I'm sure you can, you know, have a lot of fun working through this with friends and battling, and it's just battle royale but with a different sort of visual perspective. Oh yeah, don't revive me, just leave me to die. Thanks, teammate. You're awesome. This guy's pretty cool. See, the other guy just like, he's like left you for dead. So like all battle royales, you need to kind of move into the middle there. Oh jeez. And you gotta heal too, which I'm not gonna be able to, because I'm not gonna be fast enough to make it to the smoke thing, which is not good. See, this teammate's actually trying to help me, which is a lot of fun. It also seems like people are fairly like cooperative and working together, which is nice. But yeah, I'm just kind of using my health thing to try to get that juiced up there, so I actually don't die before I get into the the middle, well, the clean circle of life or whatever. Okay, we've only got that. Oh wow, it's actually really into like the end game already. I don't know if I got enough health to make this happen. Savage circle, one might say. As I finally get into the safety of the area. Just on the edge. But yeah, it's just like most battle royales, right? You've got to kind of keep up in the circle. You got to eliminate your opponents. You want to be the last one standing. You know, it's got definitely some weird things to it, gameplay-wise, but I think that makes it quite a lot of fun too, because you never know really what's going to happen or what people are going to be using to battle against one another. Cup upgrade, yeah, okay. And then there's like these tombstones. I really like the customization too. Like it's really quite in depth as you get different, like, you know, clothing types. I got this cool rad fox that I think is like a founder's thing, and then I've got like, you know, a raincoat that I unlocked, a cool hat, cool shades. Damn, I keep getting shot up like craziness. And the dynamics of combat are intense as you use like grenades and other hidden secrets. You know, such as like different weapons that you collect. Oh jeez. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of guys. I am dead. But yeah, for such a simple sort of looking game, it's really quite neat. Alright, we're dropping into another match, as is the way to go when you're wanting to show off some of the different areas. But yeah, like I was saying, there really is a surprising amount of detail within every little part of the environment. Like, this map is packed with depth and quality, and you really only get that sort of thing by, you know, kind of not having something that's super demanding. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with a simple 2D aesthetic that you couldn't with a 3D world, and you can just make this area, like, basically jam-packed with, you know, different things to kind of work towards. Oh, yeah, I want that sick armor. And you just get some, like, wild different weapons and options for combat and different, like, things you can pick up. And then there is some intuitive elements, too, as well as, like, you know, kind of doing emotes. So that you can kind of see, like, different rotational options here for your info and stuff like that from the D-pad. And then you can emote, and you can do the Saturday Night Fever if you got that equipped, which is kind of fun. But what I'm saying is like, you know, it actually has, like, the full elements of a battle royale, and it might seem a little bit silly, because it is actually quite really silly, but, you know, they really actually tried to do something quite different, and I think it paid off really quite well in this one. I'm very surprised. You know, we've seen so many battle royale games thus far, and this one kind of came out of nowhere, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised by its offerings. Just something a little bit different. Hello there. I'd rather use the shotgun. And the hamster ball! Whoa, blue shotgun. Nope, never mind, not for me. Not for I. At least I got this high-level armor, which is kind of cool. But yeah, you just get like such a range of guns and stuff, which I'm a little surprised about. Because the whole concept of being, you know, these animals and just blasting and shooting one another, I think is just absolutely comical. And it works out quite well. Just in terms of like the balance and the conflict. Who are you fighting? Anybody specific? Nope. Okay. So you never know what's gonna happen. Oh, he's using the... That's funny. 1 second you're good, the next you're getting blasted away by opponents. But it really does seem to be the full, you know, battle royale experience. It's just been, you know, transferred over into 2D space, which is different. I'm taking the emu, ha ha ha. Yeah, and there's fun rideable things, obviously, too. Like this hilariously animated emu. I love the animation style, too. It's really, really quite interesting. Okay, when I grab the bitter SMG there. Look at him. And see attacks, too. Why would you ever want to dismount on the emu? So yeah, you get like all of these different environments to visit, all these different places. You get pushed inwards, fighting and killing, and you know, trying to be the last one standing. It's the battle royale genre. I think a lot of people really just know that now. You know, I don't think you'd be too surprised by what this has to offer. It's just the fact that they actually were able to, you know, do this type of game and make it work as effectively as they did. I think is quite memorable. And it's also like a game preview title. I think it's a little weird that it launches that, to be honest, because, you know, it seems really quite polished. They actually killed my emu. And I don't specifically know what else they're gonna really do to super change this one before, like, being an official release, I guess. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting that this is, the early access angle is what they were going for. Oh, wow, okay, this is, getting a little chaotic here. Let's take a second to have a drink. Because people can just, like, pop out of nowhere and surprise you with, you know, lead and death. Where are my teammates already? I'm so screwed right now. Oh, no. And you could die really fast. It's just, it's hard also to get the response of being like, am I alive? Or, you know, how fast is this damage happening to me? It's a little hard to gauge, but it's because of the distance thing. It's just, like, seeing all the different animals, too, I find just hilarious. You get everything in this. They seem to have a really comprehensive selection, if that makes sense, of, you know, characters, customization, and different scenarios for you to battle within. And we're preparing for one final drop, just as we show off a little bit more, you know, of the action, so you can see what it's like. It's just, it's a pretty fun game. I don't know. I've had some enjoyable times with it. I think it's a bit crazy. Are we all dropping this way? Okay, I guess we're going down to the farm. I had no idea. And it's just the dynamics of the fact that this sort of silly thing exists, I think is really quite exciting. Wow, there are a lot of enemies here, and I need to get a weapon before I die. They've just really made the whole eliminate and savagely kill your enemies thing very friendly, which is kind of wild, considering, you know, the level of, like, detail and stuff on this one. It's just cool. I don't really have much else detail-wise to provide for this. It's very much straightforward in terms of, hey, you go down, you grab stuff, you shoot people, you try to win. You gather different tiers of things, you fight them off. It seems to be running quite smooth, you know, finding matches quickly. The crossplay, something you turn on. I guess it's kind of helpful to note, but it's pretty straightforward and quite wild. Like, I really had no expectations or anything like this, and I was like, oh, this is kind of surprisingly nuts and pleasantly exciting to see, because it was just like, it came out of nowhere almost with its announcement, and then it's just here, and I'm like, alright, let's give her a whirl and see what it's going like, and it's actually delivering something to be quite excited about, that's for sure. It's an emu! The emus are the best. Although I need to get out and open this cache. Oh wow, that's going to be a little bit better than an SMG, isn't it? That's for sure. Cool weapons, cool squad mates. I don't know. I'm not sure what else you could really ask for. There is a surprise mode too, where things kind of slow food. Ha, that's funny. Hilarious little jokes. But there's like the side thing where you could do like a bit of a mystery type mode, I guess, that's in there too. It's just, yeah, you do your battle pass, you try to survive, you eliminate others, and you make your way through a very intense landscape. I think my teammates are, yeah, they are fighting in a bad spot. It's not going to go well for them. The Super Animal Farm is a danger zone. Seems like everybody wanted to go there for some reason. Also seems like folks die super fast here. So I'm chasing this guy with my emu. Yeah, all my teammates are dead too. It's just myself going up against the world. What a wacky time. Oh, we're riding together. That's fun. You may be my enemy, but we're having a good time together. We'll emu it, alright. Nobody ever expects enemy players to join each other on the same emu. Like, what? What a weird time. Oh, that didn't work out.